कृपया ध्यान दीजिए, the language used on the podcast may not be fit for consumption. We warn you, tread carefully. But listen, yaar, don't be so conservative. Welcome to Cyrus Says, brought to you by nobody in particular. Sorry, old habit. Was hoping somebody turned up. Every 24 hours you look for positive news, but that didn't happen. It will at some point. There's always some sucker out there. Our marketing department is all about snaring those people at the right time. Quick word about, people ask me, why do you work out with barbells more than dumbbells? I was thinking, it's not like I'm against dumbbells, but I just see too many dumbbells in the course of my day. For example, guy downstairs asked him, lift khula hai? He's saying, kya? I'm like, a simple question. Just ask me if the lift is open and on or not. And I mean, I just dumbbell after dumbbell. So I prefer barbells. To cut a long story short and to gild the lily and underline the joke and kill it completely. We've got in our studio some very enterprising young people. There's a man wearing no clothes, Swami Shreyas. At some point, we'll request him to get up and show those beautiful shorts, which seem to have come straight out of a tourist in Leopold who passed away for some reason. And
Still too soon.
Too soon. And,
Yes.
oh, sorry, I didn't think of it that way. I apologize. And Niveditha, who we've now decided to re-christian Niv.
Yeah.
Ayushi
Niv.
gave me the name, so I'm not to be blamed. Are you okay with that?
I've been trying to convince everybody to call me Nev.
But what is it, back home or growing up, what was the pet name? Surely there was something.
It's too embarrassing.
Please, no, then we can't do this show.
All right, I can tell you. I mean, for the show.
Yeah, please.
Until I was around 11 years old, no one even knew my name was Niveditha. I was widely known as Kutu.
Kutu.
Kutu. That was my name. Everybody knew
Silverie,
me
you've got
as
company.
Oh, man.
We've got a new name.
No.
Never to be called Niveditha again.
That doesn't make sense anymore. Niv is better just in
Come
general.
on, Kuts. Be fair. What the hell?
Is
Oh
that
my
like
God,
a
that's
is that like a
exactly-
gender agnostic way of saying a kutta kutti?
No,
It applies for all.
I think I'm not sure. Like basically, my dad didn't see me until like 1 month after I was born.
I didn't
Wow,
think
where
So they
was
had to
he?
call me something before he came and named me, and they used to call me Kutu apparently before
Were
like
you
my
not
dad
pretty-
named
Were
me.
you not as pretty as you are now when you were born?
I was a very cute child.
So he wasn't avoiding you because our parents
He
do
wasn't
that. They're like,
avoiding
oh my
me.
God, that's
He
my
was
kid.
just out of the city, and
Oh,
you know,
sorry.
back in the day, no one cared about. There
was no FaceTime,
There
no?
wasn't
What was
anything
his-
like, oh, you have to be there when your
Talking
wife
as
is.
if you were born in the 1800s.
What's
Back
his
in
name?
those days,
No,
it took a month.
No.
She's right.
This is pretty-
Whatever you do, you could show any baby, take a photograph and just send the picture, you know, so people get wrong information about who their real child
Yeah.
is. And then, of course, 20 years later, they fight over property. Yeah.
Were there other names in contention, or was it always
No,
Niveditha?
it was just everybody just completely relied on my dad for everything, and everything he said, people took as
Can
the
I just
word of
rewind
God.
the conversation back to Shreyas's inopportune remark about dogs? I was going to say that the dog per se is gender not biased. It's
Fluid,
dog.
gender fluid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then when you specifically say female dog, there's a word for it what's that place in Juhu? A beach. So so that's the point, is that the dog itself per se is fine. Let's not, get into this whole name calling of genders and all that.
Correct.
Ooh.
Correct.
Like
correct.
even the gorilla, we don't say the gorilla is both male and female, and then we say Mrs. Gorilla.
Correct.
When you meet a
Correct.
woman
But what
with a
if
hairy
she's
chest.
she's not married?
Miss Gorilla.
Okay.
Abbas, really? I mean, which school did you not go to? But we have a very sad announcement, Abbas, I should share with you. Vinay, can I tell them? Oh, I can't tell them. Oh, sorry. Vinay got upset. I can't tell them. Vinay is going to get operated.
Now
Oh.
people can't sleep
I
at
can't.
night
Anyway,
because they're
good
going to
thing
be
is
thinking
that
about
most
what
men
this
have
is.
two. So it's not like the end of the world. Yeah.
Kidneys, right?
But I don't want to get into it. He said don't talk about it, so I can't talk about
Okay.
it.
Wait. So I think we have the answer for why when I was spending time in the bathroom, right? Is it this? Now do we feel like
No, I think he was just...
No? Okay, all right.
I think he was just lonely, Shreyas. It's different, yeah. A call for
This
help.
podcast is like one of those YouTube videos. Ask these men whatever you're scared to ask.
Yeah, please.
Thank you for calling us men. That's the first.
Yeah.
All right, now quick word on Silverie before we put that to rest.
He's there in the comments.
He's
He
there in
wished
the comments,
Good,
but-
good
He
morning.
is.
But
Can't see
he's
them.
still okay because you're all worried because of heart ailment and all that.
He recorded a show with us yesterday.
He
He's perfectly fine.
He's good, is it?
Yes.
And tomorrow he may appear live as well in the studio
he?
or somewhere.
No. Vinay says no.
Vinay himself is under a lot of pressure because of the health issues that I can't discuss.
Vinay is
but-
saying tomorrow, maybe day after tomorrow, and he pointed at the sky. So I don't know what that means.
This is a normal week in Silverie's life. Nobody knows whether he'll come or go.
He's there. He just
Niv, in case you're Coach, in case you're feeling left out, Silverie has been bunking or he's sick, we're not sure. 2 weeks have passed.
Oh.
Yeah. But he went partying on Shreyas' birthday. Happy birthday, Shreyas. Did he come out?
What?
Was he there at your birthday party?
Off the closet.
Was he?
Yeah.
He was, yes.
Wow, he was so sloshed. He doesn't know who was in his party.
Wait, no, I'm not doing this show. Let us rewind and do dates first. The birthday party was last weekend.
Day before yesterday.
Birthday party was this Saturday, 4th June.
4th June.
And let me just tell you that Antariksh was the first one to show up. I'm not even kidding.
God strike me dead if I lie. 4th June, we have it on record. Shreyas' wild birthday party. It was a Saturday, no less. And Silverie turned up, who is now sick and can't come to the studio for the last 2 weeks.
To be fair, he was sick. He didn't mention, he started off with that. He said that I am sick.
And then
I
he
am
started
going
drinking.
He didn't drink.
Huh.
He didn't drink.
And
He wa- he-
Shreyas' house is like 5 minutes from here. So it's
Are you
not
taking
like...
his side after?
No,
deleting-
Antariksh can travel till here, but he just chooses not to under the guise of being sick.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
But he was sick. That's all he was talking about to everyone at the
But
party.
his passion for the birthday party was strong.
That's
and he
true.
turned up. But his passion for the podcast is not.
Absolutely.
No, we didn't talk about him being sick, me and him.
No?
Did-
Okay.
did you
I'm
cut-
just
did you
trying to
cuddle?
cover for him now after
If you
putting
cuddle,
him
tell
under
me
the
now
bus.
because he's not well and you'll get whatever he got.
No, I don't cuddle. It's not my
Incompetence.
thing.
You're not a cuddler.
Not a
She's
cuddler.
a cold woman.
I'm
She get
quite cold.
incompetence.
Left one guy in Tamil
trying
Nadu with
to
a broken
crack
heart
a
and
joke,
10,000
Cyrus.
pages. I listened to your joke, but I just went on with it because no one's reacting, Baba. You don't want to. If no one reacts, you got to let it go.
No, that's not how comedy works.
Really?
Yeah.
What do you do? Wait for an apology
No,
from the
you
audience?
hammer it home.
Now, apologize for not laughing. If Hitler was a comedian, that's what would happen. He'd be like, and now my next joke. Nobody laughs. Oh.
As comedians in India, we're used to apologizing, so I think it's okay.
Yeah. I don't know anything about comedy or apologies. I just do my thing, scratch in public and leave and they tip you. That's the way to work. That's entertainment anywhere in the world. So last word on Silverie. I'm calling him out as
Don't
a
say
bunker,
like that.
as a liar. No, because someone has to call him out. This is ridiculous. You're a liar. You're a bunker. You should be here at work. You're not. But you went off on June 4th. We have dates. We have time. We have a witness in Niv, also known as Kuts. What is the actual word? I can't even remember it now.
Shovik
Kuts is
Bakshi has
alright.
asked something which is from yesterday's episode. But before that,
No. Let's go there.
Shreyas,
Oh
you were
my
born on the
gosh.
4th of June.
I was born on the
fuck.
5th of June, actually.
I thought it.
Why does that make a difference?
American Independence Day, but I remembered it's July.
What happened
My
with
God,
Sarah?
Abbas, you
Out
moron.
today
You're
morning.
reminding me of Silverie now. I'm a whole month away. Your reference. No wonder you have to apologize to the audience. What are you doing? The joke, he sets it up. It's the wrong date. You know?
Amazing.
Shovik is asking, Abbas, did Sarah DM you? So yesterday's
yeah,
show,
explain.
there was a person by the name of Sarah Lamar something who came in the
Okay, now you're doing a
comments.
Silverie, you'll take half an hour. I'll
No,
explain it. There's a chick called Sarah
Quote,
who
unquote,
was after
she-
him and flirting with him online, and we're all very excited for him. But he was playing it cool because of lower self-esteem and said it's Silverie in disguise. We don't know. Then they started discussing movies, which is their commonality factor, and this is where he will live or die. His life hangs it on thread with Sarah, and we're going to find out now. Did she DM you later?
She was flirting via the...
Yes,
The
yes.
podcast,
live.
the comment section.
I
Tell her
show
to
so
hit you up
slow
later,
and boring
not show
that-
up at your workplace. you know?
Akash Singh is asking who selects the comments for the show. It's a combination of Vinay, me, and Rishi.
Yeah. So instead of 3 men and a baby, it's 3 men in a coma. That's what basically does it. Yeah.
But Sarah did not DM me, so sorry
Oh.
about that.
Sarah, who may be Silverie, the fraud who was partying all weekend. I don't know. But I still believe it's a real woman, girl, lady thingy.
I don't think so.
Love.
Yeah.
Then why didn't
Okay.
they DM me? Come on.
How can you
Show-
think that
show
there's-
up.
Why do you think that everybody's going to be some guy taking the mickey?
Because
sorry,
it's the
but-
internet.
no.
How
Niv.
was the flirting happening? She was
So what is the first
writing
line?
it in the
No,
comments,
there's a
and
line.
you
There's
were.
the first line was
We
very...
were discussing some topic about worst things you regret, expensive things you regretted, and Shriram narrated this story where he bought a really expensive thing for his girlfriend. So she came in the comments saying, Abbas, if you date me, I won't ask you to spend money on me.
Oh, that's a nice pickup line, actually.
See, it was flirtatious, but it was nice. It was not, crossing any lines.
Yeah.
So
Then she was like, I'm putting she in quotes because I don't think. It's like, I DM'd you a couple of months ago and you ignored me.
He's going to ask for a border security check with this lady, a female.
Abbas is extremely cynical.
Very
Absolutely, yeah. Things like these don't happen to guys like me, Cyrus.
Rubbish.
If I was Kanan Gill, I would totally believe it.
How many times have you been catfished that you don't believe things?
None,
but you've never experienced
But I don't need to be
catfishing.
I have catfished other people, so I know.
Wow.
how that
Wait, what
works.
picture did you use?
Wow.
I don't know.
You don't even know how
I'll send it to you
are.
later, Shreyas. Fine.
Because we're going to blow his cover. He
Yeah,
probably
really.
still has the picture up.
Am I dating you right now? Are you that?
Maybe.
How can you date him when you got Silverie from Saturday hanging around your house?
It's open. It's
You know
open.
that one
yeah.
girl who did not show up to your birthday party and said, yeah.
Many girls didn't show up.
All the boys
They all
were in
believe.
attendance.
Really? Because a lot of people did show up.
Antariksh is saying,
no,
or
no.
You
Abbas
have a
is...
lot of... Shreyas has a lot of friends.
Shreyas, thanks for calling me, but I wasn't able to make it. Yet. I was busy with the dolphins. Someone has to feed them while you're partying with your friends. Abbas, did you go for the party?
Dude, I fell asleep, man. I was planning to come, but then I
Wow.
fell asleep early that
That's
night.
fine. I'll wait
I
for
don't
next
think he'll
year.
go far with Sarah.
Just want to address Antariksh's comment saying, or Abbas is not just not telling us that she DM'd him. Why wouldn't I? I would love to show off that, hey, I got a,
he's not
I got a
gonna lie.
girl of the
Okay, I get it.
podcast
Abbas
in
is
the
not the-
first of its kind.
Abbas doesn't lie. Let's
Man
get
hosting
one thing off our-
podcast gets
that's not
laid.
a problem. So, guys listening, in case he does get DM'd later, and Sarah, if you're listening, please do it. Let's move on with this a little
Yeah.
bit. No, we want to just establish two things. One, that she's real, that she's female, and two, that she's mildly interested in him. It doesn't have to be more than that. Because after the Kunal Kajal fiasco, I don't take names. I would rather. Why don't you take over, Nives, in terms of being the guiding light for this particular
Vineet
situation?
Khandelwal is saying Sarah did a Kunal while being a Kajol.
Yeah.
All running jokes of this show, guys, which I don't know if you know.
I have a
Shreyas, you were saying-
catfishing. I have a catfishing story I need to share.
You must.
All right.
It recently happened. Okay, so someone that I'm seeing exclusively was not in the city.
Humble
She was
brag.
out. Maybe it's you. We don't know yet. And
What do you mean? If you're saying her exclusively, what's the mystery in it?
No,
Then you
not-
can say the name, no?
No,
No,
the
this is
story's
not-
going somewhere else.
Yeah.
Yeah,
some-
she
it's
doesn't
something
matter.
else.
She didn't catfish me.
She doesn't matter. You're not
No,
saying
no,
her
no,
anymore. It's done. Over. Wow.
I'm saying she doesn't matter in this
Choose your
story.
words
Why
wisely,
my worry is
Shreyas.
why the name being withheld when there's no controversy.
No, I think
If-
she has an issue.
just
I
got a
don't have an
message
issue.
the-
I am shameless. My whole
The
life is an open
exclusivity
book.
just expired, Shreyas.
I
Once you
think it, but I don't think she's watching
I'm
this. So
distracted by the fact that he won't take the name,
And
so I
all
can't go
of
further.
all of her friends came to the party. So
Actually, no,
Shreyas
she
could-
wasn't there for the birthday. Her
She
best
wasn't
friends
there.
were there.
All her best
What?
friends
Yeah.
were there. Yeah.
What are you, Don Juan? You got all her best friends to come and she doesn't come. I mean,
Is it a
you're
comic?
the god amongst men.
Not a comic. Not a comic.
Anyway, back to your story.
So I okay.
Why
I don't know how to
why
say this.
mimicking Antariksh?
I downloaded Hinge not to do anything, just to see what's it like. Like, have I gotten any messages?
Why are you telling us why? Just say you
No,
downloaded
okay,
it.
actually,
Not-
yeah.
What does
Yeah,
it
it doesn't
matter?
matter, as if I'm telling
One's
to my
us can
girlfriend,
point
you're
fingers.
right,
you're right.
The elderly males, no.
I download Hinge and it's like whatever. But there is one message which says, "Hi, call me," and a number. Scam again. Like what you thought, I was like, this is absolutely a
Yeah.
scam.
This
Of
is not a
course
scam as far as we know so far.
Sure, let's go with that.
Let's see.
Yeah.
And the profile picture is that of an old friend I have from Nagpur
Wow.
Ooh.
who did get married. I went to her wedding.
Just
my
note
God.
there.
Just gets more and more
Let me
interesting.
explain the situation. All his friends from Nagpur are old because he's left them behind and now he doesn't know any new people. So that's the point. Yeah, go on.
Her name is Ritika. Okay, so I see.
Her name
I
is
don't
fine.
think we should
Arey,
give out her name, but
Now it's
sure.
too late.
Ritika is a common name. It's fine. There are
Okay,
too many Ritikas.
okay.
But there was someone using her picture, so I messaged her.
But someone who knows you, obviously, because they know the fact that you were seeing her.
No, she wasn't seeing her. He just knew this person.
No, he was seeing her long ago.
No. I was never seeing her.
There's no
She's
romance?
just a friend's. No. She's just a friend's
Okay, sorry, go on,
fiance,
go on, go
wife
on.
now, whatever. And so this is the only way in which you can message someone on Hinge while you're dating someone if they are catfishing you. So you're doing it to uncover a scam, not to do anything else. Okay. So I texted her. I was like, "Hi, what's up?" "Hi, Ritika." She was like, "No, my name is Mahima. Actually, that was the real name." And then we started talking, and then Mahima goes, "Yo, listen, take off all your clothes. I'll also take off all my clothes. Let's come online." And I was like, "What?" She was like, yeah, let's do that. I was like, okay, all right.
That's cheating because you'll be with a desktop and you'll see her chest and your chest and not the below part. So I think that's a win-win. For
I was never going to do anything. I just wanted to see who was scamming.
Mahima called me. Huh.
But if this happens, don't do it, because then what happened was I did call. She did pick up. she was fully naked. She flashed me. And I was with someone else.
I need a moment.
It was mind blowing because none of us expected that. We thought it's just going to be some fucker, some guy.
You
hung up, instantly hung up. Then we were like, what the fuck happened? And then after doing some research, I used her name on Truecaller.
Right.
It's a blackmail number. So what they do is, when you flash them, they take a screenshot. And
that's
then
what happened to that comedian. What was his name? The comedian who worked for AIB. I forget his name now.
Nothing of that sort happened.
Not even close to nothing.
He sent pictures. He inadvertently took off his pants.
It's a slightly different case, but
it wasn't.
Purposely
It
took off his
wasn't.
pants. People look. I don't know what's the
It
story.
wasn't
Antariksh is saying,
catfishing.
Oh shit! I was there when this happened. Shreyas. Shahan's reaction was the worst.
What did Shahan
was
do?
also here.
What's that? You were 3 men who were nude.
None of us were nude. The men went nude. We were just sitting because we did not expect like an actual naked woman to come. We thought it was just going to be some fucker.
But there was
going
a
to shout
chance
at.
you would have played along and all 3 of you would have
at all.
flashed her.
Not at all.
And
there was never a chance.
It would have
But
been.
I don't
It would
understand.
have been Amar Akbar Anthony in
Do
the
they
porn
also
version.
take nude pictures
would
of
like to see
men
that.
and blackmail you?
Of
Like I thought that
course.
was a very exclusively
Niveditha,
only to
like,
women.
men are fucking shameless. They won't care.
I think so.
I mean, because I've asked guys if they would feel bad if someone took pictures of them and then
You're
like
hanging out with
sold
the
them
wrong
online.
men.
And all those guys are like, no, I wouldn't care. Like, what would happen?
Send your female friends to me because I'm always naked. By choice. I'm like a monk. I'm always naked. I'm just.
But I
can't
don't
understand the
know
problem.
about like you guys have that thing where you feel
We have that thing.
that's
yeah.
crazy.
Shame.
Shame.
We all have that
Shame
thing.
of getting blackmailed. I had no idea. I didn't think that was
Only the
very-
pretty boys like Shreyas.
That's crazy,
But
man.
I have a
That
question,
I'm just
Shreyas.
realizing.
This person was it actually the person you knew from Nagpur?
No. He said it was a.
It was someone else. It was some other
But
girl.
how did they get that information?
Yeah.
That I don't know.
Because that's pretty good work. They researched just about enough for you to be curious. From the past, somebody's there.
No, I think that was a mistake. I think
Ritika name is correct.
No, I think she's an influencer. So I think it was like a coincidence that like I just came across that profile when she was using that picture.
Wait,
like I don't think it was done to trap me specifically. I don't think they went to that level to be like this guy.
But next time,
let's be around him.
Next time, can you at least be naked except for your what you may call it? Sort of put a plant in front of it, and that way just explore it a little bit. So that way the picture they have is of you naked, but you can't see anything.
This is why I don't have any dating app on my phone. It's
But you
super
have a plant.
creepy, man.
Everyone keep a plant
Super
near your
creepy.
laptop.
Antariksh
Okay,
in
but
the
there's
comments.
so much to unpack here, though.
Oh,
Like-
Wait, come to
watch
that.
your words.
Antariksh is
Please watch it.
the 5K Shreyas took from me were to pay off this blackmailer.
What? 5K? It was 200 rupees. I don't know what the fuck he's talking about.
The value of your privates is only 200 rupees. Yeah, stand up for yourself, yaar. Enough is enough. But how sad. It never happens to me.
Did
these
you
stories.
tell your friend about this, Ritika? Did you tell her
Yes,
that
yes,
someone?
yes.
But is that she can't do anything about this? Can she?
She was like, this keeps happening. Like I kept telling her
but
She
updates
did ask
also.
you, why did you download Hinge in the
No, one
first
second.
place?
No, that we
The
should ask.
girlfriend.
No. Abbas, that you can't. That's a private
Oh, acha,
question.
you're saying.
No.
Acha, I got confused.
No, I
You're
told her,
asking the
that's
OG
fine.
Ritika.
I feel like now women are desensitized to this. Like in the beginning, if somebody used our picture, we would get a little anxious about it, right? Now everyone is like, yeah, I'd be surprised if my picture
And
was
as you
not out
age,
there.
I know a few women who are happy if you use the picture because like nobody's looking anymore. It's like, please use the picture.
And the thing is that
Things change.
I kept giving her updates and she was like, listen, you can stop giving me updates. This keeps happening. So like, it's fine. I don't care.
Oh my
But the
god, what a
conversation was
badass!
going back to the initial conversation. Was it flirty?
No, it was immediately, it was like,
Because it sounds so clinical, no? If a girl, I mean, with due respect.
That's why you were so
Although you're mistaken for Rohan.
weird about it, right? Because
one's
it
her name?
it wasn't flirty at
Joshi.
all, and
Joshi.
all of a sudden,
it
Not at
wasn't,
all.
yeah.
that was your clue.
I did
that
Apparently,
something shady was
Rohan's
happening.
wife mistook him for Rohan Joshi. And something happened, which she won't tell us.
See, this was the exact text. I want seen your naked body.
Oh, that it was
Same
bad
time,
English.
both showing. You ready now?
And I like
Showing.
Shreyas was
May
like,
I- no,
sounds
one
like someone from Nagpur.
One second. Let me explain to Kuts. Let me explain. Okay, as president of Despo Society of India, we never worry about grammar. When a girl is talking to you, you're not going to get into the grammar and correct her. That's a once in a lifetime chance. So you got to take your chance. So he was on the
Sarah's
right track.
grammar was quite good yesterday, actually. That I was impressed
You can't
by.
stop thinking about her.
You
Man.
can't-
She's on your
Abbas,
mind.
it can't be Silverie. See?
That's true, yeah.
Hey Sarah, come on, where are you? Come alive.
She's not real.
She is real.
Anyway, let's get to
How can he be so cynical?
business.
Sarah, you have to DM Abbas just so that he stops being this
know.
cynical. Everything rests on your reality.
Sarah, I hope you're inspired by Shreyas' story. No point.
Yeah, now I won't respond even more. I'm like, who knows?
Abbas, by the time you take off that shirt, the show will be over.
If it's Antariksh, we will destroy him.
Yes. It's not Antariksh. He's busy going to the next party
Yeah.
and all. He spends 10 minutes online, then he's off.
No, I
Can't be
I
Antariksh.
spoke to him yesterday for the show and he's like, no man, it's not me.
Yeah. No.
That was my Antariksh impersonation. Thank you very much.
It's not me, Abbas. Abbas.
No man, it was not me.
No, man. Okay. So I was saying, so carry on.
So, a man in California. Cyrus, great shirt, by the way.
Yeah. Oh, thanks. You know what that means, right? It's time. We may not have a sponsor, but we do have a T-shirt to sell.
Yeah.
Because that's what we do. We're the fashion street of online.
Yes.
We just come here and we show off. So this is, let me move it. Oh, fick. If I move things, Rishi will
A
come into frame.
gender-neutral T-shirt with pink and blue in it,
Oh, right.
and for boomers. Wow!
There you
Everybody, go get your T-shirts.
That's right. Sarah, if you're listening, this one will give you a special discount. And Ritika, the real and the fake one, will give you free if you come onto online right now in the next few minutes. And now Abbas will take us to the entire repertoire because as an audience member, you'll be dying to hear more about the T-shirts. Yes.
No,
Abbas.
this is the one. By the way, we're working at updating this catalog on screen at least. This is a blue version of what Cyrus is wearing
In
right
my
now.
time, blue version means something else. What the hell are you talking about?
I'm just
Are they
talking about the
nipples
colour.
inside the shirt or something. What's going on?
You can get one in black. This says designed by Putin. It's
That's
in a very nice cursive handwriting. Another favorite one says, I don't do Coke, I do Pepsi.
Which reminds me, Niv, what did you do this weekend? You said you tried something for the first time.
We don't talk about that.
We don't talk about it.
She had coffee. This one for all the local train enthusiasts says Kripya Dhyan Dijiye, and there's a cute one which has a dog on it that says I pet dogs for cardio. You can get all these in different colors
Why
and
do we
sizes.
give them? If you buy all of them, you get like a really good price, like all fine
we
shirts.
can look into that.
Let's do that.
Yeah.
Let's make up an offer Amit doesn't know about. $100, you get all 5. God
Like,
swear. The best marketing guy will say God swear.
Get them on the IVM podcast website. There's a shop tab. It'll redirect you to the t-shirt website and you can order from there.
Okay, there's another question that people are asking me, followers of the show. Okay, there are no followers of my mom asked. So, you and Silverie, when one is anchor, the other one is the producer. Is that how it works? How does it work when there's a dual power?
So the day-to-day, like the nitty-gritties of the show are held by Vinay. He makes sure the shows go up on YouTube. And
Vinay is going to hospital for a long time now. So what's going to happen then?
So someone will replace him.
Oh, ouch.
Yeah.
That's
Whereas,
so cold, no?
Whereas
The
me
guy
and
goes to
Silverie
hospital,
are
new guy comes in.
the quote-unquote on-air talent who Vinay sends the topics to and we don't read them.
Well,
and,
primarily Niv is because it's an audio show. Hence. Okay.
Wait, I have a question. Is Jupiter not a planet anymore?
No.
Jupiter had an 8-week contract with us. And on the 7th week, they said, guys, we've got other work to do. No, they were very nice, honestly. And now we're allowed to make fun.
Yeah, okay.
And they may come back. So Mugdha says, so Cyrus interviews the Jupiter founders and they aren't your sponsors anymore.
That's exactly what I said yesterday.
amazing.
The next day they left. Something I said.
They met you in person and they were like, no,
And
we don't want to be
No, they didn't.
associated.
The best part is last minute somebody had COVID. So one of the guys couldn't come in. So because of the COVID fear, the whole thing was cancelled and we went back to online. Where we were going to meet and take pictures and stuff, all gone out of the window. And after the COVID thing, Jupiter gone as well from our lives. But they may come back.
They may come back, yes. They're still in the weekly promo. So
Yeah. They're okay with some association, just not with us.
Should we discuss?
Sarah,
Sarah's not real.
Sarah, where
By
are
the
you?
way, Antariksh was in the comments saying you
Sarah's
want me
not
to be
real.
Sarah so bad.
Sarah is real.
No, Baba.
Sarah, stand up. Obviously, his timing is a problem or something. I don't know. Maybe she's not able to
Girish
work.
Patil says, hi, Sarah Tucker. Should we discuss the first topic?
Oh, right.
Yes.
What is
Which
the time?
came
10:24.
from you, Cyrus, that Boris Johnson survived a vote of
Leg
confidence.
before wicket decision.
Yes.
Third umpire gave him not out. Yeah, but isn't this politics, par for politics in the West or here, where everything is hung on a thread? half the time. I'm talking about Maharashtra specifically. Look at our politics. Any moment you can expect things to go wrong because there's 3 powers against a legal power that actually won the election but was thrown out, etc., etc. So the same thing with Boris Johnson. He does it on a weekly basis, but he has numbers in his internal party to stay as prime minister.
Right.
Forget the opposition. I don't know. I sometimes think that's really fragility of democracy. You may say it's the best part of democracy.
Yeah, I was about to say.
But it's there. But it's also the fact that you're so insecure you can't do anything. And
But I think as a leader, you need to be insecure. You should never be secure
You're
in
saying
your
this
leadership.
from personal experience of India, is it?
Yes, as a prime minister, having served India, having been.
No.
As
That's
someone
not what
from
you meant.
Nagpur who holds the reins of power.
Yeah. Are you saying Nagpur is where it all started? what we come to here?
That's.
But I mean, Nagpur. Why am I playing around with words? The chief has now he's taken a more liberal stand, right? He's saying do not fight over temples and
That
mosques.
don't get convinced by that.
Oh,
That is just like there is just
Religious
like one
catfish.
slightly like a statement that's not as crazy as the other ones, just that it's normalized in the eyes of the
So
people. I was there
politics-
at that meeting to decide.
Niv, you
their
have any
perception,
idea what
so.
we're talking about?
Yes.
Okay.
I get context through what you're saying.
Okay.
The art of politics isn't all about the hyperbolic kind of thingy, and then you draw it back a little bit and sound moderate again.
Yeah,
Correct,
All around the world, don't they do that extreme and then bring it back,
Correct.
and you sound like a poet, and everybody starts believing that guy's
Yeah.
good actually.
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
just
yeah,
like
yeah.
super- It's like
Like you think, oh, they are improving.
that's we can relate to them now. See, they're
But
in
this
power.
is politics. This is everywhere in different forms. That's why it's easy to understand. Because maybe in the South, it's not about religion, it's about caste.
Yeah.
There's the whole Brahmin versus non-Brahmin narrative that we've had for many, many years.
Right.
And everybody keeps doing the same thing over and over and over again.
Yeah, I mean, I read somewhere that in the South, it's totally fine if you're an atheist as long as you're the right caste.
No, I think in Tamil Nadu, you've got to be careful if you're higher caste or whatever, because, it goes against you in terms of
You don't have to be
popularity.
careful. It's just that casteism is politically apparently frowned upon, but the people are still extremely casteist.
Yeah.
I think it has to be the other way around. I don't think any upper caste people anywhere are at threat.
It isn't.
No,
No,
it's
one is.
in
No
pop-
upper caste person
So
is in threat.
that's the paradox that's out there also, that they need to tone down the fact that they are that to remain popular and hold positions. Right? That's the first name business in North India.
Yes,
Right.
but
where they
that's
take
what.
away the surname and have the
But
Pratik
that's
Sanket
what-
names and all that.
Correct.
Like Shekhar Suman, for example, his surname is Pandey or something. It's totally different. It's true.
Okay.
You gotta
Abbas,
drop your surnames.
You drop- they
Nobody
drop
has their caste name as their surname
So
in
now in
Tamil
Tamil Nadu,
Nadu.
what happens? Because if you're an Iyer or Iyengar, you can tell immediately, right? So what do you do?
I keep
Everybody's
seeing-
dropped their names in the South. The only people who have the surnames Iyer and Iyengar are the people who live outside of Tamil Nadu.
Correct. Exactly.
If you live
okay.
in Tamil Nadu, you
You can be a
gotta.
proud Indian if you're far away. I've been saying this from the beginning.
No, but there are lots of like in Google that's happening, right? A discussion about
yeah.
caste. There was going to
No,
be.
it got cancelled.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm saying
Because
what's
the upper
happening
caste-
is
Why does it get cancelled when
The
it's
upper
actually a
caste
bigger problem with
employees-
communalism? Actually, if you look at it, because it's so endemic throughout North, South, East, West India.
No.
It is.
Caste is at the center of it. It has been the reason for everything.
For
It
everything.
That's what I'm saying. It's a
predates
bigger
everything.
problem, I'm saying.
Caste is.
Yeah, caste is.
Yeah.
But we run away from it. Actually, when it comes to
Oh, yeah.
forums, they run away from
Correct.
it.
Because
Don't
the
talk about
majority of us in bigger places are upper caste, and we have upper caste guilt, and we don't want to
White-
talk. We don't
white
want
privilege, India
yeah,
version.
we don't
Yeah,
want to
well
accept
put.
it because a lot of
Well put,
India
Nick.
is still like a poor country. So like upper caste people also feel like they're poor.
Upper
Correct.
caste privilege in India is white privilege of the West. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
correct.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
correct.
yeah.
This
Correct.
is true.
There's also that argument that people who have reservations. If they're rich, they shouldn't take reservation. But reservation is not about
But
economic.
that's the beauty of
Right.
reservations. You find your way in
Reservation,
it.
it's about
in spite of the fact that you don't deserve it.
representation.
Yeah. Come on. Yeah.
And
How can
there's
that not
that
happen in
whole,
Jugaristan? It's always going to happen.
But it is something that we should discuss openly. You're right, and people are afraid to discuss it
You just
because
said the
it
Google
makes you
forum was
feel
cancelled.
like
I'm not sure
a
why. Maybe
criminal.
there was a technical issue why they cancelled it. But I'm saying generally they want to cross swords because the plain speak when you start doing that, people get very awkward. I mean, even in college debates, where do you do caste? You'll do Hindu Muslim. You will not do caste. They always back off from caste.
Because
I think it's like an insidious system that has just trained everyone to not talk about it or have it be normalized and not have it be such an
No.
we've made it seem like it's a very sensitive topic, but
It is.
it is a sensitive
But the
topic.
upper caste does not want to give away they don't want to change the hierarchy, right?
Because you have to give
because
up
they
stuff.
think that if we even
You
start
can't just
talking
change the
about
hierarchy
it,
also
the
because
guy
it
at the
feels like you have
bottom
to give up
will get the courage to speak out against them. So they want to keep the status quo as it is.
These things can't
So
just...
let's not even talk about it.
No, but what you're talking about is changing the machinery of society overnight. It's not going to happen.
Exactly. Starts with a conversation.
First and foremost,
Himanshu's Vinay be like, why do I bother to research topics?
Yeah. Let's go to the next topic.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Vinay, are you going to be with us next week? Or
He's nodding yes.
Go for homeopathy instead of surgery, no? You can. Oh my God, cheaper homeopathy.
Cool. Let's go into a topic that Vinay has given us.
Okay.
Yeah, there are some fun topics.
Yeah,
Vinay's
put in a lot
topic
of hard
is.
work.
Oh wait, I
in between,
have it here somewhere.
Oh my God, you don't have the topic on there.
Understand Vinay's thinking. See, when there's a match going on, let's say there's a football match going on, there's also a thing called halftime.
Yeah.
So there were 15-20 minutes, you have nothing to do. He uses that time to research every day or so. Yeah.
Wow.
So this is the result.
I was going
of
to go
that.
into his topic and then he's nudging me and saying, go into a break. What do I do?
Go into a
giving me
break.
Because he has to make up a topic. We do a break, he makes up a topic, we come back.
I see
Everybody
he's typing
knows
on the Google
Vinay
Doc right
is
now.
the showrunner, and we do whatever he wants
That's
us
true.
to.
Yeah. So
Well,
I guess we
I
have
think
to
we
go on a
tackled
break.
one of the big no-nos, one of the elephants in the room, if you like. Casteism, which nobody wants to talk about. We
Yeah,
discussed it.
we've been-
so that
I
it
think we
further
didn't talk
shows-
about it enough, but
We didn't
sure.
talk
was
about it
supposed
enough,
to.
but it's fine.
We had got so lambasted
The
by
CEO
somebody.
is an Indian called Sundar Pichai, right? Don't you think it's his duty to
No, but
actually put
it's
his
not-
foot
it's
down?
the people at Google-
Canberra.
I'm not sure. I have no idea.
Let's
actually,
check.
I don't know.
I think he is.
I
There's
don't
the
know.
irony of everything, you know what I mean?
I don't know if he's. I
Should
don't
I
know what
Google
caste he is,
Sundar
but he's
Pichai
definitely
caste?
upper caste. He's dominant caste for
Yeah,
sure.
he's dominant
not.
caste.
I think he is because when he became the
They were
CEO, people on
celebrating.
Twitter were like, oh,
Yeah.
proud Tamram
Yeah.
has
Oh,
made it to the
God.
top of the
Really?
Google. Yeah.
But we don't know. We don't know for sure. They
But
might just claim him. People have
You're
said.
still saying
people
we.
used to. I'll tell you. Yeah, because people used to call me Tambram when I came over here,
Yeah.
and I had to like ask people to stop
But
saying
can I
that
be
because
honest?
I'm quite anti-caste.
I've grown up with a lot of Tamil friends. They're all Tambrams.
That-
And what's the explanation for that? Until I go to Chennai and work there and do some show, whatever, I don't meet other people.
I feel like a lot of the
So
non-Brahmins
South
don't
Bombay-
leave the state
No, South
that
Bombay,
much.
The Tamilian population that we grew up with, they're all Tambrams. Now
Can
it
I
made it
just
different.
interrupt this?
That's why people think
I-
I'm Tambram, because everyone here is.
I googled Sundar Pichai caste, and the first question on Quora is Sundar Pichai Brahmin, and the top answer is yes, Sundar Pichai is a pakka Brahmin.
Oh, shoot. Ouch. Don't Google him again, guys.
Oh my God.
That's in your
Pakka
face.
Brahmin, pakka Tamilian,
but
pakka
I'm putting it out
Indian.
there. We need to have a debate on caste. A proper. We had somebody lambasted us, someone who's from another caste, saying that there were some remarks were made pro upper caste or anti lower caste, or some
Where?
comedian was upset. I can't remember the details, but we try to get the guy on.
Indian comedy scene is heavily
No,
Yeah.
we try to get the guy
dominated
on.
by upper
Upper
caste
caste, yeah.
comedians.
So charity begins at home in a sense. So you got to look at your own doorstep. You can't go anywhere else.
Yep.
So yeah. So if you're one of the nudists, whatever your caste is, contact
Stick to
Shreyas.
nudity. What the hell, Rishi? एक नया खिलौना मिल गया ऋषि को.
Rishi, it's not a platform 17 in car station. What the hell are you telling us? It's like boarding a train.
This is.
We do a live stream of a fight, a UFC fighting show, and Rishi has
No,
learned
Abbas,
this from
what
there.
problem is that I'm terrible, then the anchors have become horrible, and the guests have become worse. All we had was tech, and now the tech is going out of control. So this whole show is just ridiculously infantile. What's going on? Should we take a break?
Yeah, let's take a break.
Let's take a break. Here is, folks, the lovely moment where we look for a sponsor. But there's a voice that will guide us. Listen to this voice. Sorry. I was just listening to Stevie Wonder's greatest hits and wondering how he listens to them, because you've got to locate the music. And
But
all
his
that.
ears work. His eyes
Yeah.
don't.
Sorry.
Did you? I was like, is he joking about this?
Hey, guys, let it go.
You
It's
know,
not
there's a
necessary.
conspiracy theory that he's faked his blindness, that he actually can see.
You expect no less from the world that we live in.
That's why I don't think Sarah is a person, because I think it's all these conspiracy theories.
Sarah doesn't have eyes,
Reveal
ears, knows
yourself,
anything.
Sarah.
Sarah's not real.
But I think a guy's blind for 50 years and you say, no, he's faking it. So mean. Really. Okay, now we give him topics because they've been raring to go and you come early, prepared.
This is Vinay topic number one.
Vinay, topic number one. Abbas
a
is giving a
US
disclaimer
woman-
in case it sucks. You know who to blame. Yeah.
A
This one's
US
a fun
woman
one.
finds $36,000 stuffed in a free sofa. So this lady, her name is Vicky Omodu. That's her last name. Found inside one of her cushions turned out to be several envelopes filled with cash, thousands of dollars worth. With sentence formation is so off. That's not
Yeah.
Videt's
So
So you
fault.
get out of
That's
this.
the
I'm
publication's
thinking, why
fault.
doesn't this happen to me? That's what I get out of this. Yeah.
There were like little lumps in the sofa, they
Did you,
said.
when you were kids, did you ever dream of like finding things like a treasure chest?
Absolutely.
I used to think about it all the time.
Yeah.
Without work, you just find money, lottery or gold.
I used to dig random places thinking maybe I'll find treasure here.
Well,
What's
as you
the
age,
randomest place you dug?
My school
ass.
ground.
Sorry, go on.
It's at my school
You know,
ground.
in US schools they do this thing called, what is it called? Time capsule, where they.
Shit, I thought he was going to
Yeah.
say shoot. I was so worried. Black humor that we started with Stevie Wonder and his eyesight. Now it's Columbine revisited. Yeah.
Where they take a few things and they bury it in the ground
Huh.
and then
And you search.
20 or 30 years later then
Yeah,
you're
yeah,
supposed
yeah,
to
yeah,
dig it
yeah,
out.
yeah,
to
yeah.
yourself.
That,
Yeah. Those are
And you put a
nice.
message in a bottle and stuff. It's the same thing, right?
But it's
Yeah.
important to like have land for that because otherwise
Wow. That's
End
nicely
of
put.
the
Veda. Yeah. Make us
And then
feel bad.
all your
Even
childhood
the rich in
stuff
Bombay
just
live
gets
like 10 to a
buried.
room. Yeah. Unbelievable. That's true. Americans don't know how good it is for them.
Yeah, yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
a low
it's
middle
really
class
good.
American farmer type guy has 10 acres or something. I mean, what is he complaining about?
Anyway, you know what this woman did? She gave it back to the person who gave her the sofa
Which
because it was a free
why
sofa.
would you be so honest?
But how does she know it's theirs?
Because
either?
she took it from them. She took
Yeah,
it from
but that's just
like
the
next.
source before you. Doesn't mean that's the
true.
origin.
Yeah, yeah. But those guys, as a thank you gift, gave her $2,000 from it. And I was like, wow, that's.
Are they GST compliant? All
Girish
these-
Patil says digging random places for treasure sounds like BMC.
But they haven't found anything. Unless you think Mumbai is a treasure. No. God. Can you...
Where would you hide a treasure in Bombay if you had to? If you're going to die, you have to keep a treasure somewhere where
The one
where
place
you
no
hide
one
it.
will look is my privates. For sure. That's
But
the
they won't
safest
always
place.
be in Bombay, right?
Yeah, but they'll be where I am. Genuinely, I won't. I hope they won't disassociate. I hope that doesn't happen. But in Mumbai, I'll tell you, in Nepean Road, there's a whole area of rocks and all that. I would use that area. Yeah, because that nobody really goes there and climbs those rocks and stuff. There's enough places you think no human being will go there, but I don't know about weather. Cyclone
Yeah.
comes and suddenly your gold is in Mr. Sharma's house. You're like, "Maine kya kiya?"
Then
I don't
Mr.
even pray.
Sharma won't even return it.
Yeah. How? Why? If it comes from the
Ekta
balcony,
says
what is
I
he
did
returning to?
pick up.
But you know
What does
what?
that
I'm
mean?
guessing that if somebody comes and gives you a big sum of money, you
Yeah.
would be a little skeptical about it, right? Like, why are you giving me so much money? You'd think that person has murdered someone and brought like some kind of
Yeah,
ransom.
to be honest,
I would get a little
do you give the
skeptical
change back
about
when
that.
it's wrong, or as in advantages to you change? Would you give it back? Small amounts, say $20 extra you made.
I know a person who went to an ATM machine and they wanted to withdraw $1,000 or something, and instead of 10 100 notes, 10 500 notes came out of the ATM machine.
Wow.
But this person also went back to the bank and returned it.
Hey.
So
Steal from the banks, yeah. You should steal from the banks.
Foreigner. He's not explaining properly. The guy was from Germany or something. and it doesn't make any sense.
there's this whole fear of like, especially religious people and
Karmic
people.
fear.
Karmic
But
or
But
like
you
just
know that the
fear
most
of
number
God.
of fake notes are donated to temples and mosques and religious places.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh my God.
I mean, why not? Yeah, God is not like.
No, one second.
But there are
God is supposed
temples
to do
like-
miracles. All you're saying is just clean this note into proper note.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah,
but I
The
think-
thought that counts up.
100%.
Soch vichar barabar hai, and now you clean.
It's the
Here's what I
holiest way to
think.
launder money.
I think
think
it
so.
depends on the temple. I feel like no one would ever do that at Tirupati.
Oh, the higher,
At
the
the-
more prestigious the temple, the
Not
less the
prestigious,
charges.
because that is a temple where you
They're
donate so
checking.
that you would
And
get
they-
more money.
She's
It's the
saying they're
temple
checking.
of wealth.
I know what you're
It's
trying
like,
to escape with.
you know what people
Grey
do
area,
at
but-
Tirupati, right? They
What?
like weigh their babies
Right.
and
Yeah,
give
yeah.
gold or
Gold.
rice
Wow.
or whatever
Equal
the
to
same,
the- yeah,
equal
yeah,
to the
yeah.
Do
weight.
you think you get upset
They
if your
do it
baby's
for
fat? You're
wealth.
like, Falguni, yaar.
They would do it if the baby is fat.
Yeah.
That's correct.
Chinmay Singh, Abbas paisa bade W ke niche. Oh, it's a reference to that movie, Dhamal.
Yeah.
Where
Oh, by the way, he's the movie expert. If you guys know that, right?
Yeah, we do know that.
I missed the
So
chain of
does
thought.
Sarah, who
No,
doesn't
yeah,
exist.
The chain of thought is Sarah actually insinuated that they will get along or not get along, but I think she meant get along by saying not
So
get along.
Sarah said-
Over movie choices.
Oh.
Yeah.
So Sarah commented that I DM'd you and I told you my favorite director is Abbas Kiarostami, okay?
Yeah.
Which is not a big thing because
This
my
famous
Insta bio
Iranian-
says that
yeah.
if I forgot my Insta bio, but it says if like
Oh,
If
that's
life
normal.
makes you Abbas, aspire for Kiarostami, don't search for Mastan.
Okay.
So anybody who
What's
just
wrong with Abbas Monin? They're lovely guys. How dare you?
Anvita
That's so
Ghosh,
mean. One of the
who
nicest-
actually has a
nicest guys in
profile
the world.
picture, says
And
Abbas,
talented.
forget Sarah, I'm in New York and stay up late just to listen to your voice.
Oh
There
my
you go.
gosh.
My insomnia is gone.
Wait, she's in New York. Wait, what do you think?
That's a big deal.
Wait, guys, one sec. Now, what do you think? Sorry, Sarah, just stay where you are.
Anvita has a profile picture, so I think she's
Niveditha
real.
Ghosh has a profile picture. She put like an emoji at the end. She's legit and awesome.
Oh shit! This market is becoming unbelievable now. You know what? We lost Jupiter, but Abbas has got 2 female fans. I mean, I don't know. It's working well.
Antariksh serves you right for taking leave of absence. I'm gonna.
He had one female fan for a little while, but I don't know
think
what
he
happened.
has
to her.
more
Yeah.
from the
The
stories
one
we've heard.
who would send us messages and all that, but then
okay.
she's disappeared. But now
Hamisha says
you're ahead.
Shreyas's laugh
You're-
is too good.
You're 2-1. You're up. You're 2-1.
Yeah.
As far as we know. And Miss
2-1.
Ghosh has sent pictures and everything, so we're good.
She hasn't sent pictures. She has a picture.
Antariksh is like,
Oh, sorry,
oh,
message from my other account. Okay. Very smart.
There's someone asking Niveditha for coffee. What has this show become?
You clearly don't
One
come when
second, guys.
Ayushi is on the show because she
second.
gets asked out all the time.
Listen.
Yeah.
It's Amit. So just if you don't mind, with sugar.
It's a business proposition.
Make sure there's someone in the room. Oh God, we're so terrible. And Vinay, any more topics? Because that was
Johnny
great.
Depp and Amber Heard trial wristbands are on sale for up to 3.8 lakhs.
this is where we talk about how
on eBay.
Africa has children that are starving, but we're selling wristbands with Amber Heard. and
3.8 lakhs.
It's capitalism. It's the best. Like you find an opportunity
I
and
thought it was
jump
different.
on it.
I thought now that they'll be alone for some time, they'll be using their wrists more. So I thought from that perspective, but maybe I was just thinking wrong. Let's go back to the love life of Abbas. I find that it's like Arabian Nights.
that was
Every
the
time we
worst
end the
topic
show,
though. It
we
was
gotta
very
figure out-
annoying.
What?
The whole Amber wristband thing.
Do you have a thing from a celebrity which you hold dear? Is there anything?
You mean like an ornament?
an ornament or a signed piece, autographed piece of paper or something?
I have a hat that has been signed on by Sachin, Dhoni.
Look at
and
his
like
fucking
8
attitude.
players.
Yeah,
No,
you
I was
signed by who else? Sachin and
Sachin, Dhoni, Brett Lee, and it's like 8-9 players. But my expression was because I also have a friend Avinash, who's not famous or a cricketer,
But he
and
also
his
has
sign is the biggest, and it's over other autographs,
Oh
and
my
it's by a
God.
marker that can't be erased.
Why? Just being a prick.
Just being a prick.
Avinash, you suck.
Suck, Avinash.
You belong on this show.
Cyrus, I should ask you. You must have some.
Oh, I collected all the cricketers when I was young. I remember. And I met Viv Richards and, I was
Oh,
scared.
wow.
I was just 10, 11 years old and my mother took me to him and all that in the Bombay Gymkhana. And I was so scared. He's a big, tough guy. But he was so sweet. He patted me on the head. All I said is, Viv, will you score 100? And he said, it's up to him, man. And next
Did
day,
he?
He did.
wow.
I went to school and went to
nice.
Wankhede and I saw it.
Nice.
Wow.
It was a very scratchy 100 amongst his worst because he hadn't got runs for a long time post the World Cup 83. But for me, I was only Indian cheering,
Yeah.
It just gets 100.
Back then you could cheer.
Back then you could cheer. He's West Indian, not Pakistani. Hey, West Indies, they don't lynch you. Okay? If it was Imran, then I would be in trouble. Yeah.
Wow.
By the way, I'm a huge Wasim Akram fan also. Those stories are for another day. Another time. I can't talk now. But,
Arpit saying, "Ye Nagpur ka entrepreneur throwing his weight around."
Oh yeah, we forgot about you, Rishi Rich. Huh? How about spreading some of that money to the poor? What the hell's going on? You know about this side to him, right?
I have no
the
idea.
family owns restaurants across the world.
I'm not
Four
surprised.
in LA. Forget India. India to 20,000, including the Southwest and
But
everything.
here's the thing, I'm not surprised because if you look at comedians,
Yeah, like
They have a
I said.
backup plan.
they're
Yeah.
all rich as hell. I
But
had no
they
idea.
dumb down themselves and act like they're struggling and all
Yeah,
that,
yeah,
and
yeah.
borrow money from Silverie.
Yeah.
I have honestly, ever since I came to Bombay, when I'm out with someone and they're telling me some sob story, I'm like, this is not entirely true. Because there was one time someone was telling me that they struggle and things like that, right? And I was like, oh, finally someone who has a struggle story. And then they have like a house at, one of those fancy Lodha apartments in Lower Parel. And I'm
him.
like, what the heck is this?
During the pandemic, he had to let go of his house, and I felt really bad because he went back to Nagpur, then he came back and had to go,
had to,
renegotiate
yeah.
and all that.
Yeah.
But then we didn't know that he's got a huge mansion there and that, money's not an issue. We really thought that there's no work, he's struggling, he's a young kid alone, etc., etc.
There was no work.
He
I
lied.
was struggling.
No, it's not the same thing as a person who's really struggling. There's always
See,
bad
Who
luck.
do you think is the poorest in the cock and bull repertoire?
Amit. Poor guy. He's an entrepreneur, but he's the only guy who's honest. For everybody else is lying through their teeth. You know what Silverie does? He tells his driver to drop him 2 lanes ahead of the studio, and then he walks back.
Auto.
Or gets an
walks
auto.
back.
Yeah, something like that. Because he can't be seen in the 7 Series.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
Wow, what a life. Abbas, what about you? You're a dentist.
I'm not a dentist. I'm half a dentist.
What?
But okay, you're a dent.
I'm a dentist.
but he's there's a line of they're all medical practitioners of his entire family. Okay, he's the only little black sheep of the family.
Yeah, that's
comedian from where to where. Yeah. All doctors in one could be.
And you've lived here like for
everybody's a doctor and he was a
generations, right?
musician.
In Mumbai. Or did you guys move here? When did you guys...
My dad's generation, my grandfather's generation is great grandfather migrated
before
from
Babri
it just
Masjid.
keeps going. It just keeps going.
great grandfather migrated from UP to Bombay.
Oh.
So yeah, the last.
So the Shiv Sena didn't like him.
Yeah,
But now they love it.
yeah, now they do.
Now it's all changed. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Chinmay saying topic karo. Okay,
Oh.
fine, let's do
Chinmay
topic.
is like,
Jesus,
oh,
just
man.
read the news, man. What's wrong with you?
What the hell? They're bullying us all the time.
When I
Yeah.
do topics, we are like, Abbas, you don't let the conversation flow. And when I'm not doing, they're like, topic
That's
karo.
only Silverie. Remember, all the criticism is Silverie pretending to be Marjorie and Javed and all kinds of names. And not to mention Sarah.
Around 70 companies and 3,300 employees are doing a trial basis 4-day week in the UK. They're going to try this out and see if it
Okay, so
helps
Australia,
productivity.
it's pending in Australia first in Parliament. The bill
Okay.
has not been passed, but it's pending and it will be passed. Monday to Thursday, 1 hour extra. I'm all for it, by the way. Friday, Saturday, Sunday off because in the outbacks you want to. I think people should do that.
But what if there are no outbacks in your country?
True. If you live in Malad, then you don't have the same feeling as if you live in the Gold Coast. Yes, I understand that. That's fair enough.
My college had the same schedule. Monday to Thursday we would work. Friday, Saturday, Sunday
they put the
holiday.
extra hours in. See the concept here. You get 4 to 5
I
hours
thought
from the other
work
days.
7 days a week.
No, so instead of 9 to 5, you do 9 to 6, so 6:30
Right.
Monday to Thursday, and you get about 5-6 hours, almost a full day of hours.
Correct.
Then Friday, Saturday, Sunday is fully yours, but the sacrifice is you go a little later every evening
Yeah, that's fine. I think.
I think it's great.
India would never.
because you don't have a sense of time.
We don't have, no, not only that, we just work like overtime
Yeah, all the
without
time.
expecting any
There's no
overtime.
switch off in India. No?
There's
At
no switch
11:30
off.
they can call you and say, "Boss, wo kapra hai aapke paas?" It's just ridiculous.
Yeah.
And I don't understand why we do that. Why can't we just shut things? 11 o'clock podcast is over. Stop talking.
I am all for it, yes.
Stop talking.
Rishi and Vinay are also enthusiastically backing that.
No, they're not because the next podcast starts. So they're a government job. What do
I
they think?
think Rishi
We
works the
changed.
hardest in this studio.
No, and yet his hair is always good morning to night.
And he doesn't even have a girlfriend, we found today.
But maybe he has something else.
No, do you have something else, Rishi? No, he says.
They're looking in
Sound
the house.
effect. Do a sound effect now.
But if we can show Rishi's picture at some point, he's he's an attractive guy. He's not like I understand if he's like a strange looking man. Sometimes it's difficult for me growing
No,
up.
he's conservative. He's waiting for
But
his parents
conservative
to
is just
find
his
a nice
personality.
girl for him.
But we don't know
No,
him.
he's not doing that either. All right, we don't know what's up.
Niv, we don't know
Yeah, I
this
don't-
guy. What if he's not conservative? What if he's the raunchiest, dirtiest guy in Navi Mumbai? I mean,
Is he fully an enigma? Like you actually
Yes,
know
I
nothing
don't-
about
I'm
Vinay
asking
says
you.
I should show people. People have seen Rishi,
Please
right?
show Rishi. Rishi, can we take the earphones off so we can see his
He's wearing a
Sure,
mask.
he's wearing a
I would just
mask
like to tell
before you-
people. Let's catch him in the act of wearing a mask.
That's
That is
right.
Rishi.
Oh, we got him.
Whoa, and that's Vinay
I did not
for you
expect
people.
this to happen today. But yeah.
Revealed.
Shreyas, we showed Vinay and Rishi, so you look good now.
But Shreyas, your college had 3 days off.
3 days off.
Do you think that helped in your?
Or rather, did Britain borrow this idea from you? From your-
This is Nagpur.
This is Wellingkers.
This is New York.
Oh, you were in New York.
I know, right?
And now you're struggling to do comedy in.
This is just casually dropping. I was New York.
So one sec, let's go back to his money. Not face that. The guy's a comedian, but he had an education in New York. So something fishy, right or not? Come on.
Yeah.
Go on.
What were you studying?
English literature and creative writing.
In there, 3 days off is not much of a.
I mean, that wasn't
Hello.
just for my
You
major.
learn English literature, but they actually read there. All right?
Info
It
short
takes time.
says Rishi and Vinay are like owner of Tom in Tom and Jerry. What does that mean? Acha, their voice can be heard, but they are not seen.
Oh.
No, that's the. Oh, right. Correct.
yeah.
The human.
They don't show up. No, they don't show up at
They
all.
show
Waist
legs,
up. They show the
arms,
legs.
But
legs.
that's not of the. That's not of the.
The mother figure.
It's
the
not the mother figure. It's
matron,
actually
whatever.
It's.
But she's always shouting at Tom.
Wait, what is it?
I don't think that's the lady of the house. It's just
it's
the
the
person
maid.
who works there.
Yeah, because it's always a black woman's voice, and Tom and Jerry were made in.
You had to go there.
No, because it was made
I
in
mean,
a
we didn't have to go there. Now you have to go there.
pre-civil rights
Now we're
era.
going to go there.
And she's wearing an
that's
apron.
it. I mean, Vinay
It's always
makes
raining.
nice topics.
New York's literature back me.
So why did you come back? Now that you mentioned it.
Antariksh saying, Cyrus, you also studied in New York. You studied
I went for a
acting.
4-month acting course in Lee Strasbourg. He went for
Whoa.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah.
Everybody here too fancy.
No, I studied in Bangalore.
I studied in Karmutampatti, Coimbatore.
Why did you
But
laugh
Coimbatore
after
has-
that? I don't know.
Because no one knows.
She's lying.
Even people
Coimbatore
in
has the best
Coimbatore.
colleges in India. So it's all lies.
No, I didn't
trying
study in Coimbatore. I studied in Karmutampatti.
Which is just outside Coimbatore.
Yeah,
So what's
nobody
the big
knows
deal?
where it is.
It's like Mumbai, Navi Mumbai. Oh, that's right.
Even people in Coimbatore don't know the college I studied at.
Cyrus, how old is Wankhede Stadium?
74. They hijacked it from CCI because Mr. Wankhede and a few others had been disrespected. So they decided to make their own stadium right there and Caucasus at CCI.
Sweet.
So the beautiful CCI Brabant Stadium, we can't take the name Brabant, it's a Western name.
Yeah.
So let's call it Brabaranye. Brabaranye Stadium was pushed aside and we got this crappy Wankhede Stadium, which is so bad.
Even my dad hates it.
Just be neutral and just aesthetically, if you like aesthetics, it's just crap. It's really bad. It's
Yeah,
sad.
Brabant is beautiful.
Yeah, Brabant is fantastic. See,
And
as Kunal
Niv and Shreyas have never been to either.
See, as Kunal rightly says, India is a horrible place because of the Indians. You take the Indians out and it's beautiful. There are beautiful things to see. I've seen Brabant Stadium without people in it and it looks lovely. It's like MCG. It's beautiful.
Wow.
Yeah. MCG is Melbourne, not your thing in Bandra. That's MIG. Huh?
I know.
Shavik is saying
The
Cyrus
Maharashtrian politics of Shreyas is coming to the fore. MIG.
Cyrus came back to India from NYC just to help the acting scene in India. Such
I
a
did.
selfless man.
Yeah. I plunged into Hello Friends in the rest of
Shreyas,
By the way, I won 2 auditions. Huh?
You've
I
done
mean,
2
small
auditions.
roles.
Okay.
One was
Are you allowed
three Hispanic boys who rob a lady in the park. Thing.
Oh, I can see you doing
LA
that.
Law and Justice. What is
Law and Order.
Law and Order season whatever. I made the next round, but I couldn't go for the next audition because I had to go all the way to where was it?
Brooklyn?
No, Long Island.
Right. Long
which
Island.
I didn't have. It's a long story anyway.
Yeah.
I'm saying as if I know. I'm
But
like,
again,
Long Island.
but again, it was ethnic. It was some sort of
Iced-tea.
Correct.
Puerto Rican thing, and without being that.
Yeah.
Not bad, no?
Yeah.
I didn't have the accent bad or anything.
And what was the second audition?
because my line with that beating up the old lady and robbing her, that was great fun, man. Just smack that woman around. I should never do that.
You think
but,
that's your real passion?
I was good
Not
at
acting. Robbing
robbing old women with the help of 2 other able-bodied men and having to say very little dialogue. Hey, hombre. Come on, you try it. Think about when you do the Spanish accents, you got to just use your face when you
Did
deliver.
they give you a hard time about speaking in an American
Who are you
accent and
saying?
things like that?
Huh?
Did they give you a hard time about your
They don't
dialect?
care. It's just so fast. They don't even know who you are. You put your name down, whatever. You go and do the audition. They tell you. They give you a string like that, 1 page. You read it. You meet the other 2 guys, and that was a collective performance. So we audition. That's it. There were lots of guys
Antariksh is
auditioning.
trying to show off in the comments. Been to Wankhede many times. Our school, Green Lawns, used to do our sports day at Wankhede.
Rich
And
people,
see
rich
see how fancy Indian
And
comedy
what I don't
scene
like,
is.
they would cancel a test match that's going on there. They'll be like, out, Gavaskar, Nick, straight away, and they'll go in and take over. I mean, that's disrespect, yeah, really. Abbas,
I want to do one more topic before we go to...
I don't think anyone's left.
What were you asking?
Sarah left us yesterday.
Ustad Shreyas, कुछ classical हो जाए तो मजा आए चेन्नई.
We haven't heard you today.
I forgot to do my riyaz today, so I
Oh,
don't
come
know
on,
if
do
I
your Riyaz
will.
in public, yeah. I mean, that.
Wait, also the last time I did it with Jupiter, you think that was the...
I don't know. It's been called the masturbating classical. Okay, it's already the album is out and all. The people are going mad. Both sex offenders and classical enthusiasts.
Can you do it while I read the next piece of news?
Yes.
Okay, so all massage parlors will be shut down in Goa from June 6th.
This
says the
is
Chief
inappropriate
Minister.
actually. I can't do it on this one. This is a...
But I feel, Abbas, you got to do the harmony with that. No? So you will also have to take the notes like, massage bar. You're going to go with the same flow. He's doing such an interesting job. I think that's what Silverie and him do on the birthday. Jugalbandi.
The development comes days after 11 tourists from Maharashtra were brutally beaten up by massage parlor operators in Mapusa town in
But that's
North
part of the
Goa.
massage. You want forward massage or backward massage?
But aren't these massage parlors like a front for shadier?
Not necessarily.
business?
Sometimes yes, but not always. I'm an anti-massage because I feel very
Really?
ticklish.
Oh.
I just can't bear it, And I can't, don't be sexist. I cannot. Men touching me, I just don't like it. I feel
The women,
uncomfortable.
the options were.
But then if the women, I want them to talk to me and all that. And sometimes they don't talk, and then I feel
They do.
lonely.
I mean, not that I've taken a massage.
Not like talk, not like a hey Reshma, not that kind of talk.
Lolly
I
saying
want proper
Ragi massage.
conversation. I want to feel some, connection.
A date. You want a date?
Not a date, but a connection. Just date is pushing it. Now, what is a date? What's she getting out of it? Now, the fat Indian man sitting there naked and she's pulling out.
How are you on flights? Do you have to talk to the person sitting next to you before?
But early morning flights, I try to sleep. So what I do is I cover myself like young Rishi there. Just cover yourself and then, so nobody can see you and I try to sleep. But otherwise, in long flights, 100%. How do you kill time? For sure. Why? What do you do?
I don't know.
I don't want anybody
Read
to
a
talk to
book
me.
or
I put the
like
headphones
just-
on and
No, but I don't think that's fair.
Listen
Because there'll
to
be times when you
music.
want company and there'll be times when you don't, right?
Yeah.
So it's not. I can't believe there's anyone. If you travel a lot, there can't be a blanket rule, right?
Yeah.
The moment you get on, you're such a mean person. But kids, early morning flights, kids. When I was younger, early MTV days, I used to count them while waiting in the lounge. How many kids? 6 o'clock morning flight to Delhi, because that means there's 2 hours plus of sleep that you could get is gone. Because if there are 3 kids, one is going to cry. I would do a maths thing in my head, the 3, then no chance. 2,
Wow.
50-50. 1, maybe I'll survive. It'd be like that. 4, 5 kids and you might as well take a train.
I've never had that. I've never had a kid on a plane. I usually travel by my helicopter or my private
Right,
jet. So
right,
that's
right. Right.
sounds like a real problem,
it.
man.
Right.
Yeah.
It's horrible. You think Garib is the only issue here? There's much more.
Yeah.
There's much more. Huh.
Nikhil says Cyrus has to pee 3 times on flight from Mumbai to Delhi, so he has to talk to the person next to him. Nikhil
but
is
I
not
tried to
Nikhil
get-
Chinnappa, it's Nikhil
But
Ravindra.
Abbas, that's a good point. I tried to take the aisle seat when the peeing started. As I aged, the aisle seat was important for that only. So you don't have to go through the person all the time. Because they fall asleep, they're busy doing things. Sometimes an elderly
I'm
woman...
damn scared to use the washroom in the
Yeah, because
in
they
the
look at you.
plane.
And the thing
Why?
is, if you go twice...
Because I have this fear that somehow the washroom section will just collapse and I'll fall down.
Oh my gosh, that's a
he
weird
sits on
fear.
the pot. He sits on the pot. That's
No,
a
I
different thing
don't.
altogether. Yeah.
Aman Shah says y'all should do a live on-stage version of the podcast.
Yes.
Oh, by the
like
way,
in an auditorium.
do you know how many times, because the toilets are so small and you guys know that, I have dropped the glasses that I carry in my head into the pot thingy. I have dropped the phone. I have dropped anything that's in my hand that I'm carrying.
But do you
Because
pick it up again?
twice I've survived and once
Okay.
it's gone. The glasses went. Yeah. God knows what happened. I don't want to tell them also because it's the sunglasses caused disruption.
But the air hostess will pick it
Or
out
put a
and
hand through
clean it and give it to you.
and go to the Kanchenjunga tip and put it on. Abbas, what the hell are you saying? Yeah. Firstly, you look like an idiot
I
bringing
would
it
just
up.
like to say, Aman, watch this space. We might be doing something soon. Details to come.
Ooh.
Well, what is Aman talking
He wants
about?
to do. He wants us to do the show live.
Live on
The show is
stage.
live.
In an
As in,
auditorium.
yeah,
in
in
front
real
of the
life.
crowd.
Oh, like a stage show?
Yeah.
But you already had that idea.
Yeah, we had it, and
Aman, if you have any money, we just need money to pay for all the traveling and all that. Yeah. But in Nagpur, we have a sponsor.
Yeah, that's there. That's done.
Nagpur
What's the
has
restaurant
space
called?
also.
Vishnu Ji ki rasoi.
Vishnu Ji ki
Aye,
rasoi.
aye.
Muslims and Parsis allowed?
Yes, yes.
Abbas, check now. We'll bring chicken sandwich.
The word rasoi has Persian heritage. I think,
Urdu
yeah.
touch to it.
Urdu
Yeah.
Persian heritage.
I-
Now don't change it. Like, acha.
I might now. Don't tell my uncle
Shreyas'
that.
ancestors weren't like us. They were all easygoing. You're a businessman. People come in and eat. We don't care what you are, right?
Correct?
That's changed
Correct.
now, though.
that's changing.
Comedians not allowed.
Shall we go to the emails?
Hey, would the comedian friends not pay?
What?
If they find out it's your restaurant, that's a bigger. You know, Indians are, yeah?
I actually there's a comic friend, I won't name who. He has been on the podcast. You
Veerdas.
all know him.
Oh, then no.
So I think he also has a reputation for being the most conjuice people of all time ever.
Ouch.
It's
Puneet.
I'm not going to say
Okay.
the name. I'll just tell you a story.
Hey, come on, yeah.
I can't.
We couldn't get Sarah. This is the internal track now. We want the internal track to play out.
But he
You're on the podcast. Akash?
no. It's known you. It's
So
like
he's known to be
it's-
conjuice, huh?
He's known to be conjuice. I'll tell you a story. This one time in the lockdown, I asked him for a cigarette, and he was like, "No, this is my last box." I've never heard that conversation ever with anyone.
Matlab full box.
Full box. He's like, "No, this is my last box."
He's thinking ahead. Fair
It's
enough.
hilarious.
Yeah,
It's hilarious.
It is. It's like having 3 biryanis.
Yeah,
and saying,
yeah.
no, I need for next week. Yeah.
I can't see the rupees 200 for mini thali at Vishnu Ji ki rasoi.
What's
3
it- what's it-
sabzis, 3 pulka, 1
But
sweet.
can we find out the
accompanying.
name? Give us something, yeah? Come on.
Oh no, I can't.
It's not Silverie, right?
It is Silverie. It is Silverie, yes.
He's not confused.
It's not.
Yeah, man.
It's not.
I don't know.
All right.
Also, he doesn't smoke.
But
so.
where's your restaurant? Is it here in Mumbai that this person was able to go to?
Well,
and
thanks
like,
Abbas for saying he
whatever,
doesn't
do
smoke.
whatever?
No,
By
this-
killing the guy.
This
Now
was
everybody
not
knows
a-
what he does.
It was not here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, you're narrowing down, I think. You're asking questions like who does shows
No,
No, I
outside.
just want to know what the story was.
It's
like,
a
what did
female.
they do? What is the cheap thing that they did at your?
It's Kajal.
The cheap thing that they did was, I mean, not a cheap thing, but this person, I invited this person to my house, first of all. I was like, yo, come check out the house. So they came to the house. They ate breakfast, they ate everything. And after that, they were like, yo, I didn't get water at your house. I was like, how can that be your review of a trip to my house after meeting my grandfather? How
But
can
if
you...
we had a full breakfast,
Yeah.
why didn't you just ask for water?
Yeah,
Sorry, that wasn't a problem.
That's what I told
Does
him
this-
slash her slash them.
Does this comic have you videos on YouTube?
No.
They don't.
Hilarious.
Who is this comic guy? Because we
That
have a
narrows
roster
it
of
down
5,
quite
6
well because no videos on YouTube and has
Shriram.
been on Cyrus. I think Shriram has videos on YouTube.
Who?
See, there are a
Me?
couple... No.
I've never been to his house. But I am confused.
You genuinely believed
It's
it
okay,
also. You're like,
Cyrus.
is
You-
it-
You don't remember anything.
Do you think they're listening to this show?
No.
So
No,
then
but
tell
like
her.
Not.
It's not that bad what you're saying. So let's reveal. Abbas, what do you think it
I
is?
don't
But
know.
just
I'm
saying that he
actually-
just found the only thing that didn't. He just like remembered what he didn't like about his time at your house, and he didn't.
Yes.
That's,
And then this person also went to my restaurant and...
Wow, you hate this person, don't you?
Note how he says restaurant.
And they ate stuff. They didn't pay
Niv,
for it.
did you pick it up? The way he says restaurant. Coming
some-
from a line of restaurant.
Was it one of your
says all that
international
correctly.
branches?
I did notice.
No.
Ah,
No.
okay.
Took some chutneys home also.
But you're quite the petty
From
bastard.
it.
You're counting the water in the chutney. Look at it from your side. This is a Maharashtrian stereotype, bro.
See,
What's going on?
I'm not counting the water. But if you come to my house, if you're there for an hour and a half,
Yeah.
talk to everyone in the
That's
family.
ridiculous.
You can't be
For
like,
an
yeah,
hour.
pani bhi nahi mila.
So the way he's saying is, come se kam pani pila do. It
Yeah,
sounds like that.
like, poha khaya yaar tune, pani kya chahiye
Okay,
tekho?
this is the make or break
Has that
question.
affected-
Were they at your birthday party?
No.
Has it?
Hey,
Has
this is
that
going nowhere.
affected?
You guys know. You're narrowing it down. Who's
I can't think of anyone actually.
You said no YouTube videos. You had a name in your head.
Has that affected your friendship with this person?
Yeah, but a little. Yeah.
Why are we playing guess the
So
comedian?
both sides. Both of you. Both sides.
I don't think they know about this.
With him.
No, I think they don't know about this, which
Yeah.
is why I'm not like revealing the reason.
Why do you tell
also.
us half stories? Now, what little market we have, they'll get angry.
It's amazing.
We need names. Okay, to do a guess. Abbas, you know.
Has been on the show on Cock and Bull.
In an IVM podcast, I mean.
Oh, okay.
Not on Cock and Bull.
Oh my
on IVM
gosh.
podcast, but not on Cock and Bull. Ganguly.
Interesting.
I think
Abhijit
Shreyas
Ganguly.
is just making it up. I don't think there is.
Shriram, Abhijit,
This is
Akash,
totally a real story. I
All
could
of
see
these
the
have
emotions in his
Sid.
face.
Sid?
Sid.
Siddharth Dudeja?
No.
Well, he is the
Dudeja.
only one who doesn't have
Dudeja
videos
has
on
been
YouTube.
He's come,
on
he's come.
IVM.
But
Dudeja
Dudeja
is not conjuice.
Dudeja has videos on YouTube.
But
Dudeja is a sweet boy who would never.
Okay,
Yeah.
but there's got to be somebody. You keep trying. Think.
We're not going to say the name today. I don't want to say the name. I'll
Okay,
ask you
we'll
after.
Tell us Cyrus
I'll
off
tell
air.
you.
Let's be
Yeah.
adult about this. I will say A, B, C, D, and on the right letter you cough.
No.
Okay.
A, B, C, D,
Oh, C.
It's the first 5. I don't
got
know where
confused.
he
Sorry, that was an
started to
actual
cough.
cough. I don't know. I wasn't playing
Sorry,
your
sorry. Okay, can you sneeze then? Let's try it differently. Man, come on. So you're not going to tell us the name?
I'll tell you after, no?
Yeah,
tell us off
after.
The
air.
moment
The
this
moment it
ends.
ends. So tomorrow we'll
Hey, you
discuss
said
it on the show.
Mormon.
We have to ask.
Is it me?
Is it him?
I've never been to Shreyas' house. So
Abbas
it's
is a
not me.
vegetarian restaurant. What the hell were you doing?
But you gotta,
Yeah,
you
by
gotta
mistake,
understand
galti
this
se aa gaya
person
main.
By
was...
the way, I just want to give a shout out. If you're in Pune, there's a new restaurant that just opened
What?
called Roti, Shoti and Kebab. It's a vegetarian barbecue restaurant situation.
It's also
So
owned
one
by
sec,
you.
we lose our sponsor for our show and you take over to plug your family business anytime you feel like it. Bro, this is not right, yeah. This is some sort of corruption for me. Ouch. This is hurtful. You did a full plug. Proper marketing spiel.
Roti, shoti, and what?
Yeah.
Roti, Shoti and Kebab.
Kebab.
But it's vegetarian kebab. So.
Oh. You should never say that. You're undermining the restaurant. Let the fools go and make up their mind
After the
later.
grand success of what Vishnu ji ki
Rasoi.
we now bring you Roti, Shoti, and Kebab.
Kebab. Hey, nice. We'll shoot an ad soon. Huh? We'll put it in the podcast.
Luckily
Next
for you,
episode.
Along with the
there
weekly
are
promo,
35
I'll
million
record that
gods, so you
also.
can keep naming the restaurants. also.
Exactly.
No worries there.
Right.
Follow me at Instagram and Twitter on Bored Brocha. I'm so bored, I need your help. I need your love. I need your touch. Okay, just follow me.
Okay, let's go to the AMS quickly. Vinay is going crazy.
It's past 11.
Yeah,
Oh my
exactly.
gosh.
Bro, what's going on?
This one comes from Girish Patil. Cyrus, how did you celebrate Aisha's birthday?
Yeah, June 3rd. June 4th is
yeah,
June
yeah,
3rd
yeah.
is Aisha, my wife, and also Rafael Nadal.
Oh.
So I ignored
The
my
three
wife.
of us are in the same.
No, I'm
Yeah.
saying Nadal's bigger. 14 wins in French Open. I was a lot of respect there.
Yes.
Yeah, we had a great time. I don't remember. The day ended quickly as far as I remember. But on Thursday night, we called a couple over. 2-3 people came over, and I was doing the show when they were there. So I missed 1.5 hours.
What
Yeah.
I
Just doing
So
the show
6 to
and
7:30 was taken care of. Then England were playing New Zealand. So I had to keep the dog in the room and pretend to, look after the dog and watch the match. And sporadically I went out and said hello to everybody. Then they put the food on the table. I ate the food and I went back to watch the match and play with the dog with the AC comfort of the room. And yeah, that's what socialization is all about.
I think this question has been asked, but Rohit Atre says, what gift did Cyrus get for Aisha on her birthday?
I told you, I took one of my mother's old saris when she was sleeping, and we're getting it darned, and then we'll give it to her and we'll see what it is. But it's not a Kanjivaram, it's a lesser grade sari, but I can't remember what it is. But the thing is, neither my mom or my wife know about the transaction, so,
Amazing.
I call it Parag saris, a gift from above. Yeah.
Rohit Atre says, is watching a daily podcast the new version of watching a daily soap? It kind of is, right? That those Sara Saga.
Yeah, internal tracks are now more important than bloody
Kunal
topics,
Saga.
Vinay. Your freaking topics are a waste of time, it seems. They want to see who the bad, corrupt comic is.
And
who
if
wants
Sarah
water,
is going to come
and
back,
if Sarah's a real person.
This is a massive
Aditya says,
cliffhanger.
legend has it that Vinay is still researching today's topics after the topics have ended.
Yeah, he is. He actually is. He's on the. Just show a picture. He's on the laptop. He's doing something. It looks like he's trying to save the show with one last topic.
Oh my gosh.
Gorilla mates with penguin. You have to have some fabulous topic to talk about. Okay, are we done? Can we end?
No.
Oh, man.
Info Shorts has a question for Niveditha. As a Tamilian, does Niveditha hate Bollywood or Hindi entertainment channels?
What's such a
Who
stereotype?
stereotype Tamilians by adding an IIO in the characters' dialogues?
I don't.
Not anymore, yeah.
I don't
Of
expect
course,
much.
yes.
Still?
Yeah.
There's that with Parsis
I'm
also,
actually most critical about South Indian films. I feel like.
You're a cannibal. You attack your own first. Fair enough.
Yeah, I feel like we need to clean that up first before we come to the north. Because, let's
Do
say
Tamil
with
films
the whole
stereotype not-
controversy
Yeah.
about the newest film. What was that film about? Like, God, the lady who likes the Rajnikant movies and everything.
Yeah.
Sundareshwar, something Sundareshwar.
Meenakshi Sundareshwar.
Meenakshi Sundareshwar.
Oh, our expert came to the fore there. Sarah to note whether it's Iran or Chennai. He's there for you.
Sarah,
So
Anvita, everyone.
the biggest criticism of that film was, how can you have somebody that doesn't look Tamil at all be Meenakshi Sundareshwar, right? But then who are they going to pick from South Indian actresses, because it's all Kajal Agarwal and you know.
they've got
And I'm like, how can you have
see,
that criticism when there aren't any Tamil women in Tamil films? Who are they supposed to
but
pick?
they haven't encouraged them. That's
No,
saying
there
if
are.
they
There are no
open-
Tamil origin women in
So-
Tamil films.
that's because they've not allowed them to come out.
Yeah, that's because they don't allow us to audition at all.
Exactly.
They don't like how we
So
look.
they've had this hegemony of the North Indian girls.
So you
who
have
work
more-
there.
Obviously,
problems
I have
with
more
that.
problems with the South.
Simran, I remember
Bollywood,
Simran
I
when I was
expect
younger.
this from them. Like, obviously, they're going to be that way.
So
We
you
do it
expect
to
Tamil
ourselves.
culture to be more sophisticated and correct and egalitarian, and it's not. But you expect Bollywood to
I
be crap.
expect-
Okay, no, you made your point. You can't take it back now. You've just insulted everyone, and rightly so.
Aditya Sharda asks, now that we know our restaurateur Shreyas
Restaurant!
on the panel, can we have a Cyrus's recording at Shreyas' restaurant with Kunal dissecting the food and
that
Cyrus
would be
with his
good
great.
idea.
That's a very
A
good
crossover.
idea.
Can I just tell you,
With
Kunal has got
KMKH.
pancreatitis. So it's this is like, talk about reverse karma. Okay, so the one thing he shouldn't be doing, I mean, I shouldn't say this, but he really shouldn't be eating.
Oh no.
Because he can't eat anything. Everything pains him now. Literally anything, there's very little that he can eat. Imagine if that's your job. I mean, it's just like, it's the
Oh,
worst.
it's just,
Yeah.
yeah.
So people take offense.
good.
Now, upmarket chefs and all that, people know you is different. But you go to a smaller place and they do a lot of that. They actually take offense because he wants to spit out the food now. He can't swallow it. So he takes a shot for tasting, then he spit it out.
Oh,
So
no.
just imagine.
Damn.
Oh, God. Abbas, what's it like? It's like being a comedian, whose jokes don't come out.
I know, yeah.
Ask Silverie to tell us about the experience and record it.
There's another one from Nikhil Ravindra. He asks,
Wait. Let's ask
Yeah.
the Conjuice to answer the question. Can we come and shoot our podcast and his show
in
Khane Mein
Vishnu
Kya Hai
Ki Rasoi.
combined version?
100%.
And cost to company will be borne by the
Of course.
Manohars?
Yes, of course.
Only he'll go bitch about it on another podcast. Like, these two guys showed up at my restaurant.
Okay, I'm just telling the young lady here to help us. You provide water. Apparently, that's an issue.
Nikhil has asked Cyrus, when will we get a cricket-friendly episode despite the Abbas Silverie saga?
But Shreyas loves cricket. Niv, not so much. I'm not sure.
No, we're trying to get a
Not
sports
really.
specialist.
Yeah, we just need the people who are interested.
Yeah.
But otherwise, it's really mean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To the other. To the other.
Because, you know, when you're in a
You gotta-
bar or in a party, you can just gravitate to your group and talk your
Yeah,
topic,
yeah,
and no
yeah.
one's, But here suddenly it's like, and then we get really into it. I saw Vinay and Rishi arguing about football the other day, and I
Yeah,
watched
Vinay is into sports big
Silverie
time.
nearly cried. It was because for him Manchester's just a city, I mean,
Isn't it? Isn't this
it's
team
more than
also called
don't
Manchester
start them
City?
off. You don't start them off. Already that boy is in pain because of the health implications that he's going through.
Rishi tries to make sport conversations with me when we go for a smoke break. I just nod. I'm like, yeah.
But what kind of guys are you? I hate to be stereotyped, but how many of you are out there?
Again, I have mentioned before, any cricket from 97 to 2003, I am game. But
It's not that. It's so natural when amongst the lads, you sit around, you start discussing some sport, I mean, it's just normal. And then I meet these men one after another who just don't care.
Oh my God.
Give back your manhood.
Yeah.
talk wrestling with me. I'll talk about that.
No, that sounds sexual. that's a foreplay line as far as I'm concerned. Should I wear my lycra?
Okay, let's take a last one. This one's from Shovik. He says, what are your guys' spirit animals?
We've discussed this, but I've switched to Wolverine. He's now my favorite. What a guy.
What do you mean Wolverine?
He's the most fierce animal in the world. The honey badger and the Wolverine. They're
Why are you
cousins.
saying he? Aren't they female
He,
Wolverines?
whatever.
Ah,
Don't
okay.
get into that. That's not the point, you idiot.
No, I'm thinking the comic book
Don't
character
Hindu Muslim this
played
area.
by Hugh
These are
Jackman.
animals.
That's
Leave
what
us
I
alone.
thought.
Yeah.
But they're unbelievable. They'll fight a polar bear, they'll fight a grizzly bear, they'll fight a wolf, they'll fight anything 5 times their size. No backward step. Honey badgers, they die, they fight lions. They fight, they go, they attack.
Wow.
So either they're completely nuts, but they're fearless. It's a fabulous quality, yeah. Fearless. Yeah. Unbelievable.
Arpit
sold.
Bansal has said Shreyas
But you have to
equals
answer
to
it.
dolphin. Yours
No,
is
no,
dolphin. Oh no, who told? Ayushi said that you do you hook up
dolphin
people with dolphins.
Hook
you
up people with
you
dolphins?
take your girlfriends to
Oh,
aquariums.
you don't know this? Okay. You don't
I
know this. He does do that. But what's your spirit animal?
It's a leopard.
Okay.
Ooh, nice.
A traditional African leopard, which is 40 pounds heavier, the Indian leopard, which is thinner and smaller.
The African. one.
Rottweiler can
I did
take-
a past life regression and it actually showed that I was a leopard
What?
in my previous life. Yeah.
What is it?
Yeah.
You did a past life regret. You paid for this?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And it worked?
I believe it.
What if you come out back as a cockroach? Well, I mean, that could also happen.
Then I wouldn't have enjoyed it as much.
Yeah.
But how
Leopard I enjoy,
many
yeah.
many past lives can that person channel into?
If you're a politician, many.
Man.
Do you remember the entire experience?
Yeah. I had basically they told me about 8 previous lives.
all the
Can I
past
get
lives. But-
serious for a second?
Can I ask the main question? Were you funny? Because in this life, I mean, let's look back and see. No.
I think they told me it'll take 2 more generations.
The
more
funniest
lives.
leopard in the savannas, ladies and gentlemen. Shreyas.
I want to ask Shreyas because I know he's a pretty rational person in this life from what I gather.
Yes.
So how do you assess all this past life stuff? Isn't it all like nonsense?
It's all nonsense.
Okay.
It's fully
So
nonsense.
it's for content.
Yeah, I mean,
You
I
gotta
just want...
wear the hat for a little while and enjoy it. You don't take it too seriously.
I just want to see what other people are doing. Since I'm a
Okay.
palm reader myself, I just want to see...
You're not a... Okay. That's
That's the he's.
Are you
he's-
really?
he's-
Like,
he's-
he's
it's
not
his-
really-
It started as a
picking it
bit,
up.
but now he's leaving it.
No, it's his sex life he's talking about. It's all right. Many of us are still
No,
palm
but
readers. Don't worry
see,
about it.
It started as a clubhouse joke when the 4 days clubhouse was famous, and now Shreyas has just
But Abbas, have you not
inculcated
thought of
that
the
bit.
fact that whoever reads the...
Now he's doing 1 hour
No,
shows.
the past life thingy,
Yeah.
the guy gives him a glamour animal like a leopard. How come
Yeah.
they always know? Why aren't you a frog? Why can't you be a frog? You know what I mean? I don't like this. Everybody's happy. They come
yeah,
back.
they
I'm a
always
wolf.
say
I'm a
really
leopard.
nice
Yeah, I'm a
things,
bear.
yeah.
Well, what about a frog?
Were they able to heal you of some ailment that you have currently by saying...
No, I think they were... it empowered me with the energy that I had in my previous lives, is what they were trying to do.
But you're not a guy low on energy, so what do you want?
I mean,
they're fooling you.
yeah, they absolutely
They should
are.
make you 3 inches taller.
I'm
But
under no.
some-
Oh, that would
that
be
would be
amazing.
great, no?
That would be great.
I'm a leopard, but I'm a short leopard.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. I can't reach the tree, Mom.
Because I've heard they do this thing where if you have a backache or something and you don't know why you have it, you can go to your like past life and find out like what.
Deltoid pain. You
Oh, you should
benching.
go. You should go
I'll read
check.
your palm. I'll find it out.
But Cyrus, are you willing to be
Can
a
I send it to you on
non-Parsi in a
picture?
previous life?
Yes, you
Okay.
can.
As long as I can eat properly.
Okay.
I don't want food restrictions and I don't want any injury. Pain is horrible. I hate pain.
It's 11:15.
It is. That's painful.
Niveditha, what's your spirit animal?
I'd like to say giraffe, just because of
'Cause
how
you're lanky.
chill.
You have a long neck.
How chill a giraffe is.
No, I can
I've
see
been in
that.
Giraffe Park and I used to love them. In Kenya, we have
Lovely.
this place called
Yeah.
Giraffe Park, and they come and stick their head into the balcony, and you can give them a snack. And
First animal I saw in Masai Mara.
God,
First
they're
animal.
so
And I
wonderful.
can't tell you the feeling when you actually see a giraffe in the wild.
Yeah.
That
Oh my
long
God.
neck. I mean, you just
They're otherworldly. It's not even like
very majestic, really majestic.
And so whenever
And
people
elegant.
called me a giraffe, I'd be like, "Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
I appreciate.
Forget
I take that as a compliment."
One of the greatest tennis players in India was called Steffi Giraffe. Ridiculous, no respect. Your spirit animal?
Mine would be an African elephant.
Why African bigger
Yeah.
size?
Yeah, again.
And more aggressive, huh? Far more aggressive. Abbas, nice. What a beautiful animal, elephant.
know.
We all chosen well.
Yeah.
But my Wolverine, he'll stand up to all of you. He'll lose, but he'll go down fighting. Vinay and Rishi, should we choose for them?
Guys, what are your spirit animal, Rishi?
There is
Vinay is pointing to a tattoo of an
mosquito
owl
comes
on
to
his
mind.
arm.
Oh,
He has a tattoo of an owl on his arm. Vinay.
very nice.
So-
Nice.
His point being, I don't want to do morning shows. All right, guys, that's it. We've got
wait,
lots
we
of
didn't
work to
get
do.
Rishi. Rishi doesn't have a spirit animal.
Oh,
I think
Sam.
time is running out.
Rishi's a deer. He's hiding. A rabbit or a deer. He doesn't want to be seen. He's always hiding.
Yeah.
So is the tiger, actually. So he might be a tiger.
Might be. Possibly.
Rishi is that, the one that, what is that? The meerkat.
Meerkat has got a lot of extroverted personality. I don't see that in
Or
him.
Timon and Pumbaa.
He's just a
Timon.
hidden power. Yeah.
Timon. Yeah.
Grim Fandango saying Cyrus Abbas kebabs today. No, today it's roti, shoti and kebabs.
Yes, let's go.
Yeah.
By the way,
Yes.
your kebab is a
Plug it
paradox in
in.
terms because it's a vegetarian kebab. I'm little.
Vegetarian kebab, you're right.
Doesn't kebab come from a word which means meat?
I think so, yeah.
So then that's not right. I mean,
Yeah.
no. Like if I ask for aloo puri and you give me mutton with it, that didn't make sense.
Hey, that episode just got cancelled that we are going to shoot at my restaurant. I don't think that's happening
Once we
anymore.
locate the comedian who wanted water, we are taking him to the same restaurant and only discussing कि पानी नहीं मिलता यहाँ पे. All right.
We're off, right?
We're off,
Who was the comedian, Shreyas?
We are off? It's
Yeah,
done.
we're off, yeah. Who was it?
Rishi!
I cannot believe you fell for that. How did you not know?
I was like, there's no way you would lie about
Okay, say
that.
bye. We got to go now. Both हो गया.
Bye-bye. Okay.
That's it. Good night.
Bye, guys.
Okay, catch us on any of the podcasting apps. Please, we beg you. We need you. Send us your questions on Twitter on Cyrus Says In. Or you can email us, even if you're not female, on whatcyrussays@gmail.com.